10. Chilling coincidences that are too creepy to ignore. Ever wonder if some things are just too coincidental to be random? These 10 eerie coincidences defy logic, making you question if there's something else at work. Prepare yourself for goosebumps. The Lincoln and Kennedy coincidence. Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy were presidents a century apart, yet the coincidences between them are uncanny. Both were assassinated on a Friday, both by a man with a three-part name, and both had successors named Johnson. Coincidence or something more? The Titan and the Titanic. In 1898, author Morgan Robertson wrote a novel called Futility about an unsinkable ship called the Titan that hits an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sinks. 14 years later, the Titanic, a real unsinkable ship, met the same fate. The Edgar Allan Poe prophecy. Famous horror writer Edgar Allan Poe wrote a novel in 1838 about a shipwrecked crew who resorted to cannibalism. 46 years later, the same scenario occurred in real life, even down to the name of the young boy who was cannibalized, just like in Poe's novel. The curse of King Tutankhamun. After the discovery of King Tutankhamun's tomb, many people involved in the expedition died under mysterious circumstances. Was it just coincidence or the legendary curse of the pharaohs at work? Twin brothers, twin deaths. 2. Twin brothers in Finland died in identical accidents, being hit by trucks on the same road, only hours apart. If that's not eerie, don't know what is. Mark Twain and Halley's Comet. Mark Twain was born as Halley's Comet passed by Earth and predicted he'd go out with it. In 1910, as Halley's Comet returned, Twain passed away, just as he said he would. The Hoover Dam's dark omen. During its construction, the first man to die was named George Tierney. Years later, the last man to die was also named Tierney, George's son. The strange connection was never explained. The mysterious double. Titanic survivor. After the Titanic sank, Violet Jessup survived not only that disaster, but also 2 other major shipwrecks on the RMS Olympic and HMHS Britannic. Somehow, she walked away from all 3 disasters unharmed. The bullet that waited 20 years. 1893. Henry Ziglan broke off a relationship, and his ex's brother attempted to shoot him. The bullet missed and embedded in a tree. Years later, Ziglan decided to remove the tree with dynamite, and the bullet finally hit him, decades after it was fired. The forgotten book that predicted 9/11. 1993 book called The Final Jihad featured a terrorist attack using planes to crash into buildings in the US. The eerie details sparked questions about how closely life can imitate fiction. Life is full of mysteries, but some things are just too strange to ignore. Coincidence or fate? You decide. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more creepy coincidences and unexplained mysteries.